Hey guys, I know you guys probably been thinking why I haven't been posting much. So I can't tell you guys the real reason, but I can give you guys like I can say some stuff basically there's been a lot of things happening outside of filming that's affected like me filming the videos. So what we're gonna do here today is we're gonna go we're gonna today's a sim day, as you see on the cover. We're gonna simulate through all the games, not all of them, up to like where the WNBA schedule really is, so we're not so behind. Cause like we're really behind on schedule, and due to the things out of filming, it's become like a problem. So that's what we're gonna do, and no after we're gonna like go through the Commissioner's Cup, and then we're gonna say which teams are our Commissioner's Cup finalists. So let's get into it. Okay, our first game. We're gonna be doing quick sims so we can see the box scores and everything. Okay, this matchup is the Toronto Tempo versus the Indiana Fever. Let's see who would have won this game, and it is the Fever. Marina Mabry scoring 21 and Caitlin Clark scoring 12, but had 10 assists. I'll give you guys a second to look at the box scores, so it's not too much time being wasted on me saying each of them one by one. And you can pause the video if you like if I'm going too fast. Here's for the tempo. Pause if you like to see, if you want to like really see what the box scores were. And we're off to our next game. Aces versus Sparks. Let's see it. And the Sparks take this one. Jackie Young scoring 21 and Dearica Hamby scoring 12. Let's check out the box scores. For the Aces. And we're on to our next game. Sorry, this might be a little boring. So if you wanna leave and then come back and and whatever time you want, or rewatch the video, and then I'll wait until the video's over and then come back to rewatch it or skip when it's done to see the final standings. Our next game, Tempo versus Liberty. And the Liberty will win this one. Marina Mabry scoring 24 and Maureen Johannes with 20. And for the tempo, and let's go into the next one. This one is the Phoenix Mercury versus the Seattle Storm. So we can go through it faster. I think I'm just gonna quick sim it and then show you guys the two players from each team that had the best performance. And let's get into it. And it's looking like the Seattle Storm won this game. Alyssa Thomas with 6 points, 9 rebounds, and 4 assists. And Dominique Malonga with 18 points, 5 rebounds, 1 steal, and 1 block. And we're into the next game. It's going to be the Indiana Fever versus the Atlanta Dream. And the Fever will win this one. Nas Hillman with 14 and Clark with 10. Clark with the player of the game. So we had a little situation. We forgot to unpause it, but the Lynx took the win, 92-64. And Veronica Burton and Kayla McBride, player of the games. And the Connecticut Sun will take this game. Player of the game, Layla Lacan. Let's get into the next one. Aces versus the Dallas Wings. Last time these two teams met, 97-80. Let's get this game over with. And the Aces will win by 1 point as Asia Wilson gets player of the game. And we're with this one. And the Sparks will win by 10. Kiki Iriafen with 24. But Nneka Ogwumike gets player of the game. And we're off to the next day. Portland Fire versus Phoenix Mercury. Who will win this one? It's going to be the Phoenix Mercury. Alyssa Thomas with 14 points. And Bridget Carlton with 14 points. And the player of the game, Alyssa Thomas. Seattle versus Minnesota. Let's see who'll win it. And the Lynx will win this one, 84-57. Olivia Miles with 36 points. And she gets the player of the game. Next one, Aces versus Golden State Valkyries. These two teams met. Valkyries took the win the last time these two teams met. And the winner of this game will be the Aces as they come up on top this game. Chelsea Gray getting player of the game with 28 points. And our next game, Washington Mystics versus the Atlanta Dream. Who won it? It's going to be the Atlanta Dream. Sonia Citron with 28, but Alicia Gray with 28 as she gets player of the game. Now, the matchup a lot of people have been waiting for. Both have the same record. Who will win this? It's to be determined. And it's going to be the Indiana Fever will take the win. Caitlin Clark with 19 and Pauline Estier with 12 as Clark gets player of the game. Our next one, the Chicago Sky versus the Toronto Tempo. Who's going to win it? It's going to be the Tempo. Kiki Rice with 22 points and Skylar Diggins with 12. Kiki Rice, player of the game. Fire, Sparks. The winner of this game is the Sparks. Kelsey Plum with 22 points as the Sparks get the win. And now it's the Liberty versus the Connecticut Sun. And the winner of the game will be the New York Liberty. Griner with 14 and Pauline Estier with 18. This one's I'm gonna check out the box scores to see how everybody did. Johannes, Sably, and Stewart all had 16 points or above, followed with Pauline STA and Brittany Griner and Aaliyah Edwards, only players to get 10 points or more. Mystics versus Fever. Who's gonna win? The Indiana Fever take another win of the season. They're 9-3. Clark with 17 and Shakira Austin had 11. Next one, the Atlanta Dream versus the Chicago Sky. And the Atlanta Dream take that one. Alicia Gray, player of the game, as the Dream win 87-72. Lynx versus Wings. Winner will be the Lynx. Olivia Miles going absolutely crazy with 40 points. Let's check out the box score. Olivia Miles with 40 points. Courtney Williams with 9. Kayla McBride with 11. Nia Coffey with 5. And Natasha Howard with 10. Beckers with 19. Fudd with 12. Ogunbowale with 17. Smith with 2. And Shepard with 6. Now, it's the Golden State Valkyries versus the Phoenix Mercury. Winner will be the Golden State Valkyries. Veronica Burton with 27 points, as she's the player of the game. Connecticut Sun versus Toronto Tempo. And the Connecticut Sun take this win. They're tied with the same record, 6-8. Brittany Griner getting player of the game. Sparks versus Storm. And the Sparks will come up on top. Kelsey Mitchell with 23. She's the player of the game. And there's a surprising win for the Chicago Sky as they beat the Indiana Fever by 2 in the final quarters. Azuri Stevens getting player of the game with 22 points. Next is the New York Liberty versus the Atlanta Dream. And the Atlanta Dream take the win, 90-58. Blowout game for the Atlanta Dream. Player of the game, Alicia Gray with 16 points. The Aces versus the Portland Fire. And the Aces will come up on top. Asia Wilson getting player of the game. And Bridget Carlton gets the most points for the Portland Fire. Now for the Toronto Tempo versus the Washington Mystics. And the Mystics take the win. Marina Mabry with 22 and Sonia Citron with 18. Our next matchup, the Minnesota Lynx versus the Atlanta Dream. And the Atlanta Dream are going to take the win. Angel Reese with another double-double. Olivia Miles scoring 21 points. Reese, player of the game. And the Valkyries versus the Seattle Storm. The Seattle Storm will come up on top. Dawn Malunga with 18 points. She's player of the game. And for our final matchup, Indiana Fever versus Connecticut Sun. Another surprising loss for the Indiana Fever as the Connecticut Sun take them down 98-74. Player of the game, Kennedy Burke. Let's check out our standings so far. Right now, it's looking like the Fever at number 1, 9-5. Aces 8-4 at 2, and you guys can look at the rest. And our next game. Now what I'm gonna do is oh, do we have any more games left in this? Oh, we missed our first game. It's Dallas Wings versus the Phoenix Mercury. And the Dallas Wings take the win. Paige Beckers with 27 points and Kalia Copper with 28. Beckers with the player of the game. As we're in here, we're gonna simulate all the games and then go and look at them to see what happened. These are the only 4 games of this day, and Lynx, Fire, Sparks, and Dream take the win for this day. Olivia Miles scoring 28 points. Minnesota Lynx getting the win. Amazing performance. The Portland Fire take the win over the Dallas Wings. Carla Late getting player of the game. 17 points for Carla Late. Our next matchup was the Las Vegas Aces versus the Dallas Wings, and the Aces took the win. Asia Wilson with 20 points and 10 rebounds, another double-double as she gets player of the game. Lynx versus Portland Fire. The Portland Fire takes the win, 71-63. Sarah Ashley Barker, 18 points, and Olivia Miles with 22. Ashley Barker getting player of the game. And we're gonna sim all the remaining games, and then we'll just go through it. Valkyries win over the Sparks. Dearica Hamby with 17 points, and Kia Stokes with 8. Kia Stokes gets the player of the game. Indiana Fever versus Toronto Tempo. Tempo 6-11. Marina Mabry with 24. Kelsey Mitchell with 15. The player of the game, Kelsey Mitchell. Mystics versus Connecticut Sun. Sonia Citron with 18 and Brittany Griner with 12. Citron, player of the game. And our first matchup for this day is the Minnesota Lynx versus Los Angeles Sparks. And the Lynx take the win. Kayla McBride and Dearica Hamby scoring leaders for their teams. Kayla McBride getting player of the game. If you look right there, you see the Las Vegas Aces versus Phoenix Mercury. That is the last game of the Commissioner's Cup before we look at the who are our Commissioner's Cup winners going into the championship game. The Seattle Storm versus the Portland Fire. The Portland Fire are on a run. 87-68. Dominique Malongo with 16. Sarah Ashley Barker with 19. Barker, player of the game. Dallas Wings versus Golden State Valkyries. these two teams have not played yet. And let's see who'll win it. And the Golden State Valkyries take the game by 2. Jessica Shepard had 20 points, 7 rebounds, and 3 assists. Burton had 29 points, 5 rebounds, and 1 steal. Player of the game, Veronica Burton. And this is our last matchup before we check out who will be going to the Commissioner's Cup Championship game. And who will win? That Vegas Aces win the game. Asia Wilson with 19 points and 11 rebounds, another double-double. Sammy Wickham with 22. Asia Wilson, player of the game. Now let's check out who will be in our Commissioner's Cup final. Let's go to conference, and it will be the Las Vegas Aces for the Western Conference and the Indiana Fever for the Eastern Conference. So our matchup is going to be the Indiana Fever versus the Las Vegas Aces for our Commissioner's Cup final. Now we're back to the regular season. Just need to switch the ball really quick. Back to the regular season. And let's get into it. Atlanta Dream take the win. Ryan Howard with 24 and Caitlin Clark with 19. Player of the game, Ryan Howard. Toronto Temple versus Connecticut Sun. The Toronto Temple take the win. Kiki Rice with 19 and Layla Lacan with 8. Player of the game, Kiki Rice. Liberty versus Washington Mystics. And the Mystics take the win. Brianna Stewart, leading scorer for the Liberty, and Sonia Citron with 13, leading the Mystics to the win. She gets player of the game. And we're now to our next day, and these are only 4 matchups for that day. Minnesota Lynx versus Golden State Valkyries. And the Golden State Valkyries take the win. Olivia Miles had 27. Player of the game, Veronica Burton with 16. This is our next matchup, Fever versus Dream. These teams have already met twice. First time, Fever took the win. Second time, Dream took the win. Who will take the win this time in the third matchup? And the Atlanta Dream take the win, 97-78. Clark with 15, and Reese with another double-double. She gets player of the game. Next matchup, Storm versus Mercury. And the Mercury take the win. Alyssa Thomas with the double-double, and she gets player of the game. And now for our last matchup of this day, it's going to be, the winner is the Dallas Wings. Rakia Jackson with 12 points and Paige Beckers with 23. Beckers gets player of the game. And she only missed 1 shot the entire game, if you look onto the right. Now we're into the next day. We're speeding through this. Valkyries versus the Las Vegas Aces. And the Aces win it. Wilson gets the player of the game with 30 points. Let's go to our next one. Mystics versus Lynx. And the Lynx win it. Sonia Citron with 18. Courtney Williams with 21. Player of the game, Courtney Williams. Liberty versus Sparks. Our 30th anniversary matchup. First time these two teams are meeting. Who will win in the real life, the WNBA? The Sparks won with the crazy buzzer beater from Nneka Ogwumike. So let's see if Liberty can rewrite history or the Sparks can keep it the same. And the Sparks take the win! They keep it the same as Nneka Ogwumike gets player of the game. Well deserved. Number 30, Nneka Ogwumike. Chicago Sky versus the Connecticut Sun. And the Connecticut Sun will take the win by 2. LeCon with 18 and Jackson with 17. LeCon gets player of the game. Atlanta versus Tempo. And the Dream win by 3. Angel Reese getting player of the game and another double-double. 11 and 14 for Reese. And we're in with our next matchup, Fever versus Mercury. Let's quick sim it. And the Fever take the win. Clark with 11 and 13. She gets a double-double. And she's player of the game. And that's it for that day. New one. Dallas Wings versus the Seattle Storm. Let's get into it. And the Wings take the win. Maddie Siegrist with 24 points. Malonga with 11. Player of the game, Maddie Siegrist. Now, Liberty versus Aces. A major matchup. That all I should say is a very competitive matchup. So let's see who will win this one. And those gonna be the Aces by a lot. 109 to 87. Stewart with 26 points and Wilson with 20 points as Asia Wilson gets the player of the game. Now it's the Washington Mystics versus the Minnesota Lynx. And the Mystics will cook the Lynx. Sonia Citron with 23 and Liatu King with 10. Citron gets player of the game. Next matchup, Mercury versus Fever, as we get into it. And the Mercury take the win by 2 points. Player of the game, Alyssa Thomas, with 8 points and a huge stat line. Next game, Portland Fire versus the Chicago Sky. And the Fire will take the win, and the record is now 7 and 10, while the Sky are 6 and 10. Player of the game, Bridget Carlton with 22 points. And our next matchup, Toronto Tempo versus Los Angeles Sparks. In the real life WNBA, this is the game Marina Mabry scored 53. But if you've been sticking around with the channel, you would know that in our previous matchup earlier in the season, Marina Mabry scored 58 in our HoopLand season. So we're going into it. Winner of this game will be the Los Angeles Sparks. Their Tempo are 7 and 3, and the Sparks are now 10 and 7. Player of the game, Nneka Ogwumike with 18 points. And with our final matchup of this day, it's the Golden State Valkyries versus the Atlanta Dream. Who will win? It's the Atlanta Dream. Ryan Howard gets player of the game with 19 points as the Dream win 97 to 57. Now, we're on to the next day. Liberty, Sparks versus Tempo once again. This time, Tempo are playing home. And it's looking like the Sparks are going to win twice in a row. 11-7. New record for the Los Angeles Sparks. And now the Toronto Tempo 7-4. 14. Neko Gumike, player of the game once again with 12 points. Dallas Wings versus the Vegas Aces. Who's gonna win? It's gonna be the Aces. They're 13-5. AZ Fudd with 20 points and Jackie Young getting player of the game with 23 points. For this matchup, Liberty versus Storm. Who's gonna win? The Liberty take this game. Sabrina Ionescu getting player of the game with 22 points. Washington Mystics versus Connecticut Sun. Outcome. The Sun come up on top, winning by 1. And player of the game, Layla Lacan with 9 points. Fire versus Sky. A matchup that we've seen before. Can the Sky get the redemption? Because the last time these two teams met, Sky won the first time these two teams met, and the second time the Fire won. So let's see how this is gonna go. And the Portland Fire will take another win over the Chicago Sky. This time they win by 10. Sarah Ashley Barker, player of the game with 25. And our last matchup of this day is going to be Atlanta Dream versus the Golden State Valkyries. And the Golden State Valkyries take the win as they win 98-83. Player of the game, Tiffany Hayes with 26 points. This is our last day of this video. Day 27. First matchup of this day, Mercury versus Tempo. And the Tempo win it. Kiki Rice scoring 25 points. She gets player of the game. Fever versus Sparks. Fever win it by 2. And Monique Billings gets player of the game with 16 points. Atlanta Dream versus Seattle Storm. And Atlanta Dream win. And now we're down to the final 4 matchups of the day. Minnesota Lynx versus the Dallas Wings. Who will win? The Wings will take the win. And the player of the game is Maddie Segrist with 21 points. And let's head into the next one. What we're going to do is we're going to sim the rest of the games and then check them out. And there you have it. Mystics win, Aces win, and Liberty win. So the next video that you're going to see on this channel, which is after this, is our Commissioner's Cup Las Vegas Aces versus the Indiana Fever. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you guys continue to support. And before we go, let's check out the standings. This is what our standings are looking like. And let's check out our leaders. Points leader, Asia Wilson, and behind her is Marina Mabry and Veronica Burton. Rebounds, Angel Reese, Asia Wilson, and Kia Stokes. Assists, Caitlin Clark, Olivia Miles, and Sonia Citron. Steals, Kelsey Plum, Sarah Ashley Barker, and Caitlin Clark. Blocks, Angel Reese, Brianna Stewart, then Asia Wilson. Field goals made, Asia Wilson, Marina Mabry, then Alicia Gray. Field goals attempted, Marina Mabry, Asia Wilson, Olivia Miles. Field goal percentage, Melissa Smith, Rebecca Allen, and Louisa Geisel-Suter. 3-pointers made, Veronica Burton, Paige Beckers, and Marina Mabry. 3-pointers attempted, Marina Mabry, Kayla McBride, and Paige Beckers. 3-point percentage, Rebecca Allen, Kyra Linskins, and Rory Harmon. Free throws made, Sonia Citron, Olivia Miles, and Paige Beckers. Free throws attempted, Marina Mabry, Sonia Citron, and Olivia Miles. Free throw percentage, Asia Wilson, Caitlin Clark, and Angel Reese. Double-double, Asia Wilson, Caitlin Clark, and Angel Reese. Oh, sorry, I read the wrong part. That was for double-doubles. Turnovers is Mabry, Citron, and Wickham. Free throw percentage is Tanaya Watson, Emily Inkster, and Ezzy Magbor. And so far this season, nobody has a triple-double. And that's it. Thank you guys for watching this channel and continue to support. Tune in for our Commissioners Cup Championship game up next.